So this is pretty much what the indicator does and how I teach in reference to the mid to long-term hold this bull run. Very simple. Here we go. How do we do this? Well, in the bull run, we're going to have this. This is the very beginning. This is like the first 3 months. And these dips that we have, they're roughly around 30%, anywhere from 20 to 30% on average. So we want to capitalize on these dips. My indicator, what it does, and I'll tell you what it does too and how it does it. You just got to build it. My team and I worked really hard on this indicator, but what it does is it gets the average of the high and it prints out 20, 30, 40% levels. So as the price is moving up, these levels are also moving up. These levels are doing this. As the price moves up, this moves up. As the price moves up, this moves up. As the price moves up, this moves up. So what it's doing, it's moving with the price so that when the price does pull back to our 20% level, here's where our lower bid is. And we're already in the trade way down here. And let's say we get paid, we add to our entry here based off of the pullbacks. And then this one, we didn't get paid yet. Here we got paid. We add on the certain levels we have money, we have orders active. They didn't get hit. Now it comes up, our levels change. We get these entries, close those, put entries here. Now you're doing this like once a week, once every other week, pretty much when you get paid. You're canceling at your orders for lower bids and you're placing them higher based off of the indicator, based off of 20, 30, 40% from the high, the average of the high. There's 4 phases. So we have phase 1. Phase 2 is when we start seeing this. Whoa. When we have daily candle close underneath our first level, which is 20%, we need to watch out. The daily candle close underneath. Now I'm using Ethereum as our metric. If we get a candle close underneath the 20% level, this is telling me watch out. Now we sell. And of course you could sell 25%, you can sell 50%, you can sell whatever you want. Now for me, more than likely, I'll sell 50%. Why not? I mean, it may change. I might sell 25%, but there's a pretty good chance I'll sell 50%. Now, this could come up here and fake us out. That's fine. I'm still in the trade. Either 75% or 50%, whatever I decide to do, I'm still in the trade. Then finally, when it does this again, then I close out more of my position. This is phase 2, because now, more than likely, we're breaking our lows and not our highs. We're breaking our lows and not our highs. So this is our phase 2. Then phase 3 is when this happens. This is when we go into accumulation. This is our phase 3. Here, now granted, we've already sold all of our positions throughout this second phase, and we're doing it at the very top. So we're actually selling the top based off of my indicator, and every member in my group gets this indicator. Every member who's in my group, anytime I add an extra group, for example, the DEX group that we put in, I didn't charge them $300 each to join, one-time fee to get into this group. No, I'm not here to nickel and dime you. I'm not here to step on your back so that I can elevate myself. Anything that I do, and if you're in the group already, you get access to it. Who does that? Nobody. Nobody. When I say that, I mean that. And these people are rich, guys. That's what gets me even more upset. I can understand if they were, super hungry, they need to feed their families, blah, blah, blah. They're just trying to make it. Yes, okay, fine, charge money. Multi-millionaire. Beautiful car, beautiful house, beautiful everything. $300. You want to get where I'm at? I'll show you how. So here is our phase 3. In our phase 3, this is when we're looking at our moving averages to enter the trade. And once our moving averages get crossed, whether you use the 25 moving average, why do you say 25? Why not the 21 or the 9 or whatever? It's an easy number to remember, 25, because we have the 25, we have the 50, we have the 200. When the moving average gets crossed, the 25 gets crossed on the daily time frame and closes above, and I would say 2 to 3 candles. You know, you can do it on the first candle. You'll get in a little bit sooner, which is fine. But this is when you enter for this next phase. Once the price action closes above the 50, more than likely you get paid again. Well, then you enter again. And what it's doing is, here is your 9. Here is your, well, that would be that. Here is your 50, and let's change this color to red. And then here is your 200. So what ends up happening, first, your price, change it back to white, is going to do this, and your 25 SMA will get crossed. This is when you enter. Next is when the catches up, and then now it does this number. And now your price action is above the 50 SMA. And if you have, you know, another paycheck coming in, now you add. Then what you do is this 200 will eventually catch up and now be underneath here. And this is just telling you, all right, we're in good shape now. We're in good shape now because now all these are starting to curve up. And what we're doing is we're actually starting phase 4. It's just like phase 1. We're buying and we're adding on the dips. Let's just say we had $500 here, or 1,000 or 5,000 or 50,000, whatever your bankroll is, then that's what it is. But let's say we have $500 here. After selling here, could you do a short here? Sure, of course you could. Could you do a short here? Yeah. But let's just say the very minimum you'll make with this, you'll start off with $1,000. You'll double your money. This system, everybody's going to make money. Everybody's going to make money in the bull run. Everybody. If you know how to trade, if you don't know how to trade, if you're in a group, if you're not in a group, everybody's going to make money. Now, all these groups, they're going to be getting a lot of members because they're going to look at us guys. We called this coin out 2 months ago. We did this. Look at my group. Look at my group. And so that's very attractive with flashing lights, very shiny objects. And we're going to gravitate towards that. And we're going to want to see, we want to be successful. We want to make money. And then you go in the group and then you realize they're posting all these charts and every coin is making money. Whether I join their group or if I just do it on my own, everybody's making money. It's very difficult to not make money in this phase 1 and phase 4. Very difficult to not make money. If you're down 10, 20%, you wait a week. Now you're up 20, 40%. You wait another week, you're up 60, 80%. Everybody is going to look like a freaking genius. Everybody. The tricky part is this, phase 2. When do you sell? Because you're expecting it to continue going up. You started with 500, now you're at 15, 22, $3,300. When do you sell? This indicator will show you. Not only that, but if you're in a group that is here and not emotions, but mentally, physically, and emotionally standing the whole thing. You know, emotions take a huge part in this. Euphoria, you know, like, oh my gosh, man, it's going crazy. It's going super crazy. Everything's just like, I can't lose. I'm a genius. This is what I call the genius phase. Everybody's a genius. Then this happens. I was like, oh, it's okay. It's going to bounce. Extended cycle, it's going to bounce. And this happens. Oh man, I'm down 40%. It's all right. We've been here before, guys. We've been here before. Let's go. Come on. And then it goes down more. And you're like, oh crap, what's happening? But if you're in a group that is constantly in your ear, all right, guys, we just broke this level. It's not looking good. You might want to start taking profits. You know what? I think I'm going to start taking profits. All right, guys, here's an update. This and this, blah, blah. It's not looking good. It's continue going down. We're doing this and this. You might want to take profits. If you have a group that's doing that based off of this and not the emotional part, you're going to be very successful. And you're going to keep all of this money so that at the very worst, you just doubled your money. Now you do it again. And then same thing in phase 4, what we are doing is we're waiting for this and our indicator will show it to us. Now, if you don't want the indicator, I just laid out the entire map for you. Phase 1, everybody's a genius. Phase 2 is where you need to be in my group. Big time. Be in my group earlier so I can warn you about phase 2. Phase 3 is how you buy the bottom. Phase 4 is just like phase 1. Everybody's a genius. You have to worry about this next phase where you don't give all your money back. And this is the bear market. You don't want to give all your money back. If you're in my group, you will see this is what I teach. You will see the indicator will help you out tremendously, because you may still have those emotions, because emotions is a very big part of trading. You may still have those emotions, but now it's like, whoa, wait a minute. I know I'm a genius. I know I'm a genius, but I'm in Joe's group and he's saying, we might want to sell because it's not looking good. Let me just sell a little bit. You sell a little bit, make money. Then you sell a little bit more, sell a little bit more. And then now you're completely out and you're like, man, am I glad I sold? Nobody knows what's going to happen until after the fact. Nobody knows. But this has been proven time and time again. Phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. Phase 1, everybody's a genius. Phase 2 is where we get caught. This is where I got caught. Phase 2, and then I just held it. Phase 3, this is buying the bottom. Phase 4 is where you get caught again. And you're like, okay, it happened to me here. It happened to me here. It will never happen to me again. Everything that I say is from experience. This is what's going to save you so much time, so much money, and so much effort. If you want to make money, I will show you how. I would strongly recommend getting the VIP. You're going to make money. Now, granted, none of this is financial advice. It's never hopes and dreams and empty promises, nothing like that. See what I do. See if this makes you money. I give you my real life experience based off of my trainings, based off of my teachings, what I would do at that moment versus what everybody else does, because they want to sell you their course. They want to sell you all that stuff. I show you that my stuff works. Do we win? Yes. Do we lose? Sometimes. That's part of the game. But what I do is I show you all this so that you can see, oh man, I lost today, but Joe said he lost too. So it's okay. That's what I want you to realize, guys. If you like the content that I provide, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and leave me a comment in the comment box. And I'll see you on the next video. And as always, let's make this money.